Team Rocket was released on April 24th, 2000, and is the 5th main expansion of the Pokémon trading card game. This set introduced Dark Pokémon, a sub-series of Pokémon with higher attack damage and lower HP due to their highly aggressive nature cultivated by their Team Rocket Grunt owners. There's only one true notable Pokémon in this set, that being Dark Vileplume and its Pokémon power Hay Fever, preventing both players from being able to activate trainer cards as long as Vileplume isn't asleep, confused, or poisoned. However, this set did introduce some powerful special energy cards, including Full Heal Energy, Potion Energy, and most notably, Rainbow Energy, the first of its kind that could stand in for any type of energy, but only one at a time, as well as powerful trainers that rivaled the strength of those found in the base set, such as the Boss's Way, Nightly Garbage Run, and nasty Hand Disruptors Imposter Oak's Revenge and Rocket Sneak Attack. In this series, both Celio's Network and myself will be deciphering the past of the Pokémon TCG. Every episode will take a deep dive into the game's past formats, the great, the absolute terrible, and everything in between. Prepare yourself because this is going to be a wild ride. Welcome to the history of the Pokémon trading card game. How's it going, everybody? Chaotic Meatball here with Beastcoast Pokémon, and today we are finally jumping into Base Rocket format. Base Rocket format is really, I hesitate to say fair, very much not fair whenever cards like Rocket Sneak Attack come up. However, variety, this format definitely has variety. We've got a lot of returning decks, of course. We've got Moltres Mill, Rain Dance, Wigglytuff, Magmar, Mewtwo Hitmonchan, Venus Center back from the first episode, Lickitung, Stall, Clefable, Mewtwo. A lot of these decks are indeed old decks, but we've got a couple of brand new ones on the wheel, including Dark Vileplume Snorlax. Dark Vileplume, of course, coming in the new Team Rocket set. But honestly, I'm just going to see what we roll. Mewtwo Hitmonchan. I'm not really feeling that. I won last time, so let's go ahead and give this a respin. We got another respin after this if we need it. Wigglytuff Magmar. We just saw this last episode. You know, I'm going all in on the third spin. We're going to do it. Dark Vileplume Snorlax, baby. Let's get it.
On the base set through Rocket Wheel, I'm getting Lickitung Stall. And I believe Sean already played Lickitung Stall, like, not last week, but the week before. So why don't I re-roll this and see what we get? And it's... it's Lickitung Stall again. Alright, the signs are telling me to play Lickitung Stall. So we'll rock with Lickitung Stall for this week.
So we're here with the deck, and this one, you could easily say, is the top deck of this format. The aim of Dark Vileplume Snorlax is to trainer lock the opponent, using the signature Dark Vileplume's Pokemon power Hay Fever. No trainer cards can be played. This power stops working while Dark Vileplume is asleep, confused, or paralyzed. Now, of course, special conditions are definitely going to be targeting this thing, so we play 2 Full Heal Energy. This is an attachment that we can do for the turn that only provides colorless energy, but it means that our Pokemon will no longer be asleep, confused, paralyzed, or poisoned. So this is a very important card. May as well play this over, say, just a regular Full Heal, since the more energy we have, the easier it's going to be to attack. Let's get back to the Pokemon. The first one, this is our main starter, Psyduck. For 1 Psychic Energy, you have Headache. Your opponent can't play trainer cards during his or her turn. This basically blanks their going second strategy, and then you can go ahead and follow up with stuff like Pokemon Breeder to evolve an Oddish straight into Dark Vileplume, and using cards like the Boss's Way, which searches your deck for an evolution card with Dark in its name, you can search out Dark Vileplume, drop Pokemon Breeder, and immediately have your trainer lock ready to go. That is, if you are planning on going straight into it at that moment. Of course, you want to be able to use cards like Bill, like Gust of Wind, like Switch, like Professor Oak. All of these cards are still busted in and of themselves. As for other Pokemon we have Snorlax, which is a really nice attacker for 30 damage, 4 energy, 4 colorless energy. Flip a coin if heads, the defending Pokemon's now paralyzed. Kangaskhan is just another great starter for 1 energy. We can use Fetch to draw a card. Comet Punch also has the potential to be able to do 80 damage if we get 4 heads. Chances are we won't, but on average we should be able to do 40 damage for 4 energy, which isn't too bad, especially when we're pairing it up with double colorless energy. Slap 2 of these bad boys down, and Snorlax and Kangaskhan are ready to go. We got 2 Invisible Wall Mr. Mime. You guys have seen this in previous episodes. Any Pokemon that's doing 30 or more damage to Mr. Mime will be negated, so you can only do 20 or 10 damage to this thing at a time, so it's either a 4-hit KO or a 2-hit KO, depending on how well you can assess that. And of course, we've got the Oddish line. 4 Oddish, the Rocket one with Sleep Powder and Poison Powder. 3 Dark Gloom, once per turn with Pollen Stench. We can flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now confused. If tails, your active Pokemon is now confused. Kinda sucks, but we can help mitigate tails with Switch because we can get our Pokemon out of the active without having to worry about flipping a coin. And of course, Dark Vileplume. For our energy lineup, we got 9 Psychic Energy, 4 DCEs, 2 Full Heal Energy, and 2 Potion Energy. Potion Energy heals 1 damage counter when attached, and quite frankly, I don't see it as useful as Full Heal Energy, so I think I'm going to drop it down and bump Full Heal Energy up to 3 simply just by looking at this deck and realizing how important Full Heal Energy is going to be to keeping the strategy intact. So I am ready to kick Luke's butt this week. I am ready to win an even-numbered episode, and hopefully we can take it down.
So this week I'm on Lickitung Stall, and it doesn't gain a ton of things from the Rocket set, but it does have the promo Mew, which I believe came out between base set 2 and Rocket, and then it also has the nightly Garbage Run, which shuffles 3 Pokemon and or basic energies from discard into your deck. That's also another new card. As well as Potion Energy, which is from the Rocket set as well. But this deck is going to be focused on trying to stall the opponent until they deck out. So doing things like Tongue Wrap for a menial amount of damage while paralyzing, removing energy with super energy removal, and regular energy removal. We're playing 4 of each of those. And then also Item Finder to disrupt our opponent whichever way we need to, whether that's by removing their energy or Gust of Winding up something that they don't want in the active, or getting back nightly Garbage Runs or Scoop Ups to essentially heal our Pokemon. We do have a 2/2 line of Muck in this deck, which has Toxic Gas, ignore all Pokemon powers, and that's because Dark Vileplume came out in this set, and Dark Vileplume says that neither player can play trainer cards, and most of our deck is trainer cards, so we need to use those, and Muck is going to be the only way to stop Vileplume. So if we know we're playing against a deck that includes Vileplume, Muck is going to be very important for us to get out. So that's the deck we're going to be trying to stall Sean this week until he decks out. Hopefully we are successful with that strategy.
I'm just gonna say, my hubris is gonna take over again because you are dead good, sir. Welcome to episode 6. Welcome to your defeat. What did you end up, choosing? Did you choose your first spin or your second spin? Because since you... Ooh, Ghastly, okay.
Well, I didn't choose my first spin because I respun it and it gave me the same deck. So technically I chose my second spin.
I'm confused. You mean you spun the same deck twice?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess you were saddled with it either way.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're seeing Ghastly come down here. Ghastly, gets me on the indication that you're doing some nifty stuff. We always like nifty stuff in these formats.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what you have because you're leading Kangaskhan. I think that's probably just like a... Oh wait, I think you got Venus Center. I think this might be Venus Center. We'll find out though. But that decides kind of what I want to get rid of in my hand, if I want to get rid of anything, if I can get donked. I'll just bench Grimer.
Okay.
I think I'll just pass. We'll just feel...
Alright, so this is definitely like a tongue stall.
We'll just feel things out.
Okay. I'm going to Bill. Alright. Range.
Depending on what you're playing, my turn 1 Grimer could be threat. We'll have to find that out.
It could be...
Because if you're playing
Let
just
us-
like big basics plus DCE, then you don't care about my muck. But if you are playing
not really.
abilities, then you care about my muck.
I'll attach a DCE
There.
to
There's a DCE. We just talked about those.
we'll just fetch.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep, Big Bungus hit hard doesn't exactly matter in the face of something that's ability locking.
Okay, so you flip 4 coins and you can do a max of 80. That's actually pretty impressive for this era.
I mean, it's luck, but being able to yield that much damage, it's like, oh boy, that I'm in danger.
Yeah, it's a good bit. I'm on a computer search.
Okay.
Retreat, attach, energy removal.
Of course, energy removal.
And then
Of course,
energy
energy.
absorb.
Yep. All right. Gosh, we're gonna have a little bit of a war on our hands. I think I'm gonna computer search here. We're gonna pitch 2 psychic energy, and we're gonna grab ourselves an Oddish. I'm gonna bench this Oddish.
Okay.
Gonna attach. Yes, you figured out what we rolled, didn't
It
you?
is a Dark Vile Plume deck, and I'm just gonna pass.
I think the game is over. Well, at least in terms of floodgating. We do have to think here, because once we put Vileplume down, we can't play any of our own trainer cards. You know what? Well, that's fine. I'm gonna activate Boss's Way. We're gonna grab the Vileplume,
Okay. That
and
searches
then we're
for a
gonna
dark
fire
Pokemon, right?
Pokemon Breeder.
Okay,
Yeah.
searches for a dark evolution. Okay.
Then
And the Dark
we'll
Vileplume
attach
comes
to
down.
Kangaskhan, and we'll draw a card.
Hay Fever, no trainers can be played.
All right, let's see what you can do without any trainer
Doesn't
cards.
have to be active, doesn't have to do anything. And then if I find a muck, we're good to go. And don't have a muck though.
I figured you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would have played the muck if I had.
Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and just full heal energy. We're gonna fetch. You have one more turn before the attack begins. Now, what sucks about Dark Vileplume is that it's a stage 2 with 60 HP.
Yeah.
But the Dark Pokemon have this gimmick where they're kind of forced into evolution early by Team Rocket, hence why they have lower HP.
Yep.
It's a kind of neat, but at the same time, it is a little bothersome when it comes to actually playing the cards. But Dark Vileplume is such a good floodgate to keep on the bench that it doesn't even really matter.
Yeah, I've always loved that flavor of low HP, and then they typically have low attack damage as well. A lot of times their real threat comes from their Pokemon power.
Absolutely,
Like you'll see with the Dark Vileplume, a perfect example. So we're going to go ahead and tongue wrap and try to paralyze you, and the paralysis does work.
Yeah. You know, that's the coin flip meta. I'll click my attack anyway because, you know,
Why not?
screw it. Why not? see if it happens. Simulator moments.
Just
All
tell
right,
me
well,
about
we do get
paralyze.
this. We're going to go Comet Punch. We can't actually KO you here, but we do get 40, so we do get the average. If we can get 3 heads next turn, if you do not flip the heads on Tongue Wrap, we are in a pretty freaking good position.
Okay, I'm going to attach Mewtwo and tongue wrap. Tails again. You just need...
All right.
Oh, you need 3 heads this time.
3 heads?
Oh, man. I'll send up Ghastly. It's for your retreat.
I'll just take 3 heads on this Ghastly here real quick. Funnily enough, I remember Kangaskhan being one of the nuttiest attackers in our short-lived Pokemon TCG progression series because of how easy it was to pull as a regular rare, and
okay.
because of the splashability of it in like every deck.
So to fill you in on what's going on my side,
40.
I thought hard about my play and then decided I was going to use energy retrieval, and then I clicked it and it told me I couldn't play energy retrieval.
Yes, trainer locked. I bet you can only imagine what's in my hand then.
Yeah, 11 cards, probably a couple trainers.
I resist Psychic too.
Oh
Broken.
my god, I missed that.
Comet Punch.
Aye.
Goodbye. The resistance coming in clutch again. I
Yeah.
wonder if I'll finally win an episode of the even variety. You got me paralyzed, so I'm going to pass here. But
Yup.
we still have like 50... you still have to take 50 more damage on this Kangaskhan.
And I'm doing 0
what's-
here.
Yeah, we've got another Psychic for the Mr. Mime here. And we're going to Comet Punch, see if we can pick it up. And there we go. That's another 3 heads.
I'm just out here waiting for a
Muck.
muck. I didn't know what you were playing. Luckily, all of my Pokemon paralyzed.
Yeah, all of the Pokemon paralyzing is definitely putting a little bit of a hurting on me, but
Okay, Tails.
didn't do it that time. So Comet Punch, can we get 3 heads? No, we cannot. We can only
One.
get 1.
paralysis again?
There's an Oddish.
I would have looked for the muck earlier if I knew that, if I had any kind of inkling of what you were playing, but then I ended up going, and I used my computer search to get the energy removal.
Right. Yeah, that's definitely a benefit of looking at the deck list. Ooh, I finally found the Snorlax. Good timing. We'll go ahead and DCE the Snorlax. Comet Punch, attempt to pick up the KO, and we got it.
Okay, Snorlax can't be paralyzed. He can't use that power if he's asleep. Funny.
Yeah, you can't be paralyzed if you're asleep. It's almost like that's normal.
Okay, let's see. Can you knock me out next turn?
If you don't knock out
No, I'm
Kangaskhan,
gonna knock out Kangaskhan. I was thinking, can you not? We'll have to see. Like a nasty goo for the knockout.
All right, let's read Mr. Mime. Does 10 plus 10 more damage for each counter on the defending Pokemon. We're just gonna go Snorlax, sure. We will attach the Psychic Energy. We will pass.
Gotta mute too.
Okay, so we're not out of this game yet.
I do have to retrieve
the hands are stacking up. This is definitely what happens when you're trainer locked.
Yeah, and Snorlax, of course, is also weak to, resistant to Psychic.
Yep, there's the paralysis, so got that once. If only I could activate plus power. There is a second Snorlax will attack again, and there's another paralysis. So, I'm just gonna say this is kind of why this deck is the best deck in the format. If they're able to go first,
and get
Dark Vileplume is able to just, you basically, if you can start Psyduck and flip that coin, get heads on that headache, you kind of just win. We're gonna Body Slam for the KO here, and we got one more prize left.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely different if the opponent knows, like, what you're playing, and then I can prepare with the muck, because that's why all the stall decks kind of had to, like, any deck that's very heavily item reliant had to play muck. And honestly, just a lot of decks in general played muck because it's not items. I misspoke and said items, but it's all trainers, and every deck needs some sort of trainer.
Right, exactly.
So muck was just very popular as a counter to Vileplume, and we've actually seen that so many times throughout the history of Pokemon. Oh, I'm paralyzed, so I can't retreat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was what you were doing. You were stalling, and that's the win. That is game one. All right, so we're going into game two here, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Trust me, I am the one who is sorry. Oh, you started with the Psyduck.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, Sean.
Yeah, we're gonna bench the other Psyduck. I'm actually gonna boss his way here.
Started with two Psyducks.
We're going to grab the Dark Gloom here, just so we can have it in hand, thin the deck a little bit. And we'll Headache, and we get the head. Oh, we don't. No, it's not even flip a coin. Holy shit. I'm a legend.
It's literally just, yeah.
All right. I mean, I can't really say that this is bad. We're going to go ahead and evolve the other one, and we're just going to start loading it up. We'll Headache again.
I used to think this card art was so cool, Dark Golduck, because it was just one of the uncommons you would see so much back in the day when you were buying rocket packs.
Yeah, it's like it's using Hyper Beam out of its, like, mind, which is really sick.
Yeah, and I always thought it was weird.
Or Psy Beam or something.
It's like, it's called, like, it has Third Eye and Super Psy on the card, and like I always thought it was weird that they gave the Pokemon attacks that like didn't exist.
Yeah, they tend to do that in the TCG a ton. So
I have Muck.
All right, so Muck is down.
But I also have a Headache because of Psyduck.
Yeah, we got the Kangaskhan. We're gonna go ahead and attach here again, and we're gonna Headache again.
Yep, and we're just gonna sit here and enjoy the headacheing.
We just gotta draw some cards. I mean, we're kind of a little bit bricked here.
And I'm playing a stall deck, so I'm fine with that. I did misspeak prior to the episode and tell Sean that I was playing a deck that he had already played. He played Moltres Mill, which is similar to this, but this deck doesn't play the Moltres and the Fire Energy and stuff.
Yeah, Lickitung Stall is a little bit different. It's just Stall. It's not Mill. So.
Yeah, I have no milling capabilities. I'm just sitting here trying to make Sean draw 60 cards before I draw 60 cards.
Which you've got a little bit of an advantage on me there, but I think it's starting to become apparent where we're going to be sitting here. I'm going to attach the to Golduck, and then I'm going to switch into Golduck here. And then we're going to Super Psy for 50.
Okay.
Unfortunately for you, your resistance is Psychic, and I'm hitting with a water that hits with Psychic Energy.
Oh, no, but yeah. So you're all good to go.
But now you can start unloading your hand, which is rough, to say the least.
Yeah, if only Dark Gold was Psychic type, I would finally get the revenge of hitting hitting all of your normal Pokemon that were unfortunately weak, resistant to Psychic. But I can play Trainers, like you said, so...
It's not quite that good, unfortunately for you.
We'll bench another Lickitung, and...
Do you get the paralysis, or do you get the confusion? What are you going for here?
Well, this turn I'm actually going to play some cards.
Well, yeah,
because
let's
start
first.
there, right? I think we'll Gust of Wind the Snorlax, since its Pokemon power's currently off.
Am angry.
And this gets rid of
By doing that, you have made me go 10 minutes past my bedtime.
And we're just going to Tongue Wrap, so 10 and Paralysis.
All right. I mean, you kind of just sitting here.
Here's where the stall part of Lickitung stall comes in.
I guess we're gonna. God, I don't know. I don't care. You can do whatever.
Okay, cool. I'll take whatever. Let's see. We don't need that right now. Yeah, we'll just Tongue Wrap again.
Finally. Thank you. I'm gonna computer search, and we're gonna get rid of this Dark Gloom and Dark Vileplume. You have Muck down, so I have no reason not to just grab an Oak, slap this full heal energy onto Snorlax and Professor Oak. Okay. Well, that's not exactly what I wanted. I'm gonna bill. Why?
When you played full heal energy down in the last episode, and I saw it. Or not the last episode, the last game. And I saw it heal your special condition. I have potion energy in my deck, and I right-clicked it. I was like, mine doesn't do that.
Mine doesn't do that. I want mine to do that.
Yeah, I did.
That sounds about right.
I don't think I have to really look into my turns too hard for the most part. I think I can just go ahead and Tongue Wrap. You don't have a DCE on. You just have one energy, so you're two turns away from attacking.
I'm gonna gust up your other Lickitung just to keep me away from dying. We're gonna bill here, see what happens. Oh, that's actually not too bad. That actually makes my turn a lot better. I'm gonna switch into Golduck and we're gonna Super Psy.
You could have knocked out my Muck.
Could I? No,
it's
because the
weak to
weakness
Psychic.
is... Yeah, I'm water.
Oh,
we just
you're
established
water.
this.
We literally just talked about this. Okay, it still might have been a good idea to go for Muck.
I see no reason. I've abandoned the game plan.
Oh, you're just not trying anymore for
I'm at the point of I'm just going to Unga Bunga energy everything and it's gonna work.
Let's see how that works. Let's see how it goes.
I mean, if Muck is on the field, I can't Vileplume.
Right.
So
you can put it down and then kill Muck and then you're Vileplume again.
Well, there you go. No.
Okay,
all right,
so
Chansey,
we'll scoop
that's
up
fine.
the Licky and put out the new Licky and put down the old Licky and Tongue Wrap.
Sure, of course. You know, I gotta waste a full heal energy here to get this off.
We were saying that the dark Pokemon don't have a lot of strong attacks. Sometimes they just do annoying abilities, but Super Psy 50 damage for 3 energy is actually pretty darn good in this.
Yeah, it's not like
era.
anything relevant really is like resistant to water. The fact that it uses psychic energy but hits for water is
it's
really useful. All right, so we got another stupid paralysis here.
They weren't stupid a couple weeks ago.
Well, when I'm playing them, they're based. When you're playing them, they're not.
Yeah.
All right, so we gotta give it a little bit of a think here. Lickitung. You know what? I am going to take the risk. We're gonna full heal energy again. And we're gonna Super Psy.
Well, at least it would take a lot for me to use an amount of energy removals that would be meaningful on that dark Golduck.
It would require 2.
Yeah. And then you would just need one more manual attachment anyway.
Yeah, I would need specifically Psychic, though. Because Super Psy is 2 Psychic and 1 colorless.
Alright, do I have basic energy in here yet? No, I don't. I'm going...
This is such a weird one. I'm just looking for one card in specific. And I have 9 cards in hand, but I'm not really able to do anything because of it. All right, we got Center here, and then we got Retrieval.
Yeah.
Do we have any like basics in the grave?
Just one, because I just discarded it with Center.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we miss the paralysis? Yes, we do, and we finally found the Oddish. We're gonna go ahead and attach a DCE to Kangaskhan. and we're getting a Super Psy.
You've got a lot of energy on your board, I must say.
Oh yeah, would be a shame if I had energy removal. Take this broken card.
Okay,
So one thing I'm surprised about that we haven't seen fired off yet is Rocket's sneak attack. I was expecting today's episode to just be like, I'm going to rip all of these cards out of your hand.
We both rolled decks today that did not play Rocket sneak attack. And
thankfully.
Yeah, and I'm sure Sean touched on it in the intro of this episode. I know we talked about it last week that, like, this format is something riddled by Rocket sneak attack and just the toxicity of the Rocket set. And in this episode, we're actually not showing that too much. We are showing new Rockets cards in this episode, which is great. You know, Dark Golduck, Dark Vileplume, so Sean's getting to run a very Rocket-based deck. And I'm just going to pass here. But we're not showing those Rocket sneak attacks yet, so hopefully next week we'll probably spend at least one more week in the Rocket format, and we'll probably show that off next week.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think I'm basically just like, I guess we finally gust the muck and try to start killing it.
Yeah. What also is sick about your deck, or maybe just the line, is that Psyduck, even without Dark Golduck existing, and Psyduck's also from Fossil, that Psyduck is so good for the deck.
Yeah.
Because you get the
lock because it's just your starter.
Yeah, you get to lock it before Vileplume lock, so it's actually so good.
Yeah, especially because of this format being allowed to attack before, or attack on your first turn.
Mm-hmm.
That's broken. I mean, I don't know who decided it was a good idea to be able to attack on your first turn.
Yeah, we've had several formats where you can attack throughout the years on your first turn, and we typically have some sort of like rule change every major format. Or every block format, we'll have some sort of like support or rule change or something. So I played down this Slowpoke, but I actually don't think I should have because I wanted to item finder. But I also benched the Grimer. So if I don't scoop up this muck, I'm also fine because I can just get another muck. And I'm left with only 3 cards in my hand, so I can't item finder these 2 other cards away because I need to use the Oak, which is one of them. So a bit of a misplay on my part there. So I'll go ahead and retrieval away the item finder, attach to Lickitung, and then Oak.
Oak for 7, clean 7.
Mm-hmm.
Give it a round of applause for being that good at the game.
And then
there's the item finder, never punished.
Item finder, never punished, and I'll get to scoop up old Mucky Muck and send out Lickitung. And wait a second.
Now you can't use any more trainer cards.
No, wait, it discarded my Muck.
Oh yeah, it only puts the basic. Oh,
what?
Yep, reading.
Oh no.
Big brain plays, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
We have just won the game.
No, that's gotta be a TCG1 bug or something. Oh, no.
Yeah, TCG1 bug. Scoop up. Choose one of your own Pokemon in play and return its basic Pokemon card to the hand.
No. Discard all cards attached to that card, but it doesn't say discard. Oh, jeez. Louise.
Well, I mean, you got me paralyzed. I'm basically dead to rights next turn. Well, we're gonna attach to Snorlax and pass. If you can find a second, if the second muck isn't prized,
yeah.
I mean,
now I have myself
I don't know if
kind of on the timer of last game where I just have to top deck muck.
I don't know if you are. If you're one of those players that immediately looks at their deck and determines what their prizes are. But
so sometimes I do, but on TCG1 I typically don't, and especially in formats where we're just like, you know, we're kind of like going through a roulette every week switching formats, and I don't get time to master a deck. Typically I'm just trying to play the best I can in every other aspect.
Yeah, it makes sense. And oh, thank God you missed the paralysis there. I can get out of Golduck and deny a prize. I am gonna attach to the Snorlax. We're gonna retreat here. We're gonna go into Kangaskhan. We're gonna discard the 2. We're gonna discard the 2 full heal energy. Yep, and it's 2. And we'll Comet Punch, and we'll hit for 40.
Okay.
Let's see if we can get 3 heads next turn.
Even if I didn't misplay there, you still had me in a pretty good position because I couldn't attach to retreat because I already attached Psychic Energy. And
right.
So, like, even if I didn't scoop up to discard it, you were just knocking it out next turn. So I think I would still rather scoop it up if it was either let it get
just to
killed
deny the
or,
prize.
Yeah, and also have 2 Grimers on the bench instead of 1.
Yeah, because What if I gust one of them and then you find the muck?
Yeah,
Makes
and then
sense.
I'm out, yeah.
I think you're just at the point where you're hoping tongue wrap or bust, baby.
Yeah, I'm going to attach a basic Psychic to Chansey, and then Tongue Wrap.
Okay.
So we do get the para.
Cool. I do have the Dark Golduck for the second one, which is cool. Unfortunately, I do not have any way of evading that paralysis. So
Okie doke.
we have used 3 of our full heal energy, so...
Go ahead and attach another Psychic and Tongue Wrap for another para.
Yep. This is Retribution. I refuse to let this go into a game 3. I have things to do. Let me go ahead and Comet Punch for the KO.
Yeah.
Thank you. Three heads. I appreciate it. All right, so we're gonna see we're probably gonna see a double edge come down so that this goes down. But either that, or you're just gonna sit here and scrunch me to death.
I mean, they are both viable options because knocking you out, it removes a threat, sure, but you just have Dark Golduck. And then I could knock that out with 1 energy. No, I want to get some scrunch value out of Chansey before I go down. Heads!
Makes sense. Heads.
Let's go.
Always shreds. We're going to go ahead and just attach to the Dark Golduck here. We'll Comet Punch for my own sake and pass. 2 heads. All right. We're just doing this to see what the odds will be.
Scrunch. We need this. Oh.
Nope. Let's see. I do have to get like 6 heads on this, so I have to use 2 attacks at the very least, if not more. But we are going to. I click. You click. You click. You click.
Oh,
Fetch.
you click. Fetch. Okay, well that's another free turn to scrunch and its tails.
Yay. Comet Punch, please. Thank you for the retribution of 4 heads. I appreciate it.
Oh, actually, if I double edge, your Golduck wouldn't have knocked me out. Because it would have. Yeah, because it would have been up to 1/3. Yeah.
It's a trainer that can be used under Dark File Blue.
Okay, I'm gonna retreat.
All right,
nasty
makes sense.
Goo. No para.
Goodly goo. We're gonna slap down a Comet Punch again. Could have been 3 heads. Would have been really appreciative.
40's a great number. Nasty Goo.
There's that. We're gonna DCE the Snorlax.
Yep.
We're gonna pass.
So many energy. We'll Potion Energy the Chansey. Still in knockout range of Golduck, but it would be 1 extra coin flip from Kanga.
Right. Let's see if Nasty Goo hits the heads. It does not. We're gonna go ahead and DCE the other Snorlax. We're gonna Comet Punch, and we're gonna get the heads on 1. We got 1 heads. Thank God we didn't whiff.
I got a Scrunch.
Please tails.
It's heads.
Okay. We got the Psychic for the Snorlax here. I probably should have attached it to Psyduck, but whatever. Comet Punch for my own sake. 2 heads wouldn't have done it.
Just for the sake of the gameplay, I hope I end up top decking Muck in the next couple turns because I will pop off if I get traders for a turn.
Maybe. Let's see.
I have so much to do.
Do we get the heads on Scrunch though? That's basically all you can really do. You do not, and I'm not risking Kangaskhan being in here and whiffing. So we're gonna retreat.
3 heads.
We're gonna go into the Golduck with only 10 HP left, and then we're gonna
do what you gotta do.
Super Psy. We gotta take it.
All right, I'll go into Slowpoke.
All right, we see another energy come on Grimer.
And just an end turn.
Super Psy, KO. Cool.
Oh, and it's not a top
rise.
deck. It's not a top deck Muck.
You were looking for that. So, this is a weird one. I'm going to put up Dark Golduck, and I top deck the last Psychic Energy. Let's go.
All right, GG's, man.
GG's. I think that's the first 2-0 in the series.
It might be, yeah.
That's just how dominant Dark Vileplume is. Even when it's behind and not able to get into all of its combo pieces, you can just sit on Psyduck, and if they can't damage it and get that out of there, and even if they have multiples, you just keep slapping them down. Like, I had an extra Psyduck in my hand.
Yeah.
Mostly the whole game, just in case.
Yeah.
And I had like 4 Pokemon charged. 5. I had
you had
both
so
Golducks, the Kangaskhan, and both Snorlaxes. So. And
my deck, I had 12 cards in my hand at the end there, and 10 of them were trainers. So, and control decks just, in every era of the game, pretty much, control decks play so many trainers because you need to trap things, you need to remove energies, you need to play disruptive supporters, and you also need to get your own resources back so you don't deck out. And a new card from Rocket that I didn't get to show in this game was Nightly Garbage Run, that shuffles 3 Pokemon or energy back into your deck. So that was something new that this deck gained. But I kind of didn't have the chance to show off most of those things because Sean, on the other hand, was able to show off how oppressive Dark Vileplume is. And we're only starting to get to the oppression of the Rocket era.
Yeah, we are going to spend multiple episodes in this format. I really do want to show off Rocket Sneak Attack.
Yeah.
That card is just disgusting. Flip a coin. If heads, discard 3 cards from your opponent's hand. Like, fire off 2 of those successfully, and they're down to a 0-card hand if they started with only 1 basic. I mean, 0-card hand, even if they have multiples, you just discard the rest of them, and they're on top deck mode for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Essentially. So, that card is nasty, and being able to, like, play 4 of those in combination with Computer Search and Item Finder and basically dedicating the slots to that, then being able to go into the rest of your combo with something like Rain Dance, something like a Dark Vileplume, or even just a Muck Stall, like, keep them off of cards type of deck. I think we're probably going to see a lot of it next episode. We're probably not going to use the same wheel so that we can, like, kind of show decks that have it in there.
Yeah, we'll take
But we are probably going to have
off.
a couple of... Yeah, we'll have a couple of them on there, I'm sure.
Yeah, we'll take these decks out. We'll take maybe Rain Dance, and if there's any Haymakers left, because we've shown them a couple times. But, yeah, I think this game was really cool because people think of Stall and Control as, like, unbeatable typically in every game just because they don't want to learn how to play against it a lot of times, and it does take a skilled hand to beat most control decks. And I think you showed really great piloting there in the second half of the last game when you had to, you know, get that Vileplume down and gust up my Muck and kind of play around my counter to you, and you got to show off a really cool and oppressive deck.
Yeah, I rolled this on my third spin, the third and final spin. The first one was Wigglytuff Magmar, and I was like, we just saw this deck. I don't want to play this. I re-rolled, and I don't remember the other one I hit. You'll already have seen it in this video. But then the third one was Dark Vileplume, and I was just like, yes, 1,000 times yes.
Yeah.
So 1 out of 11, by the way, less than 10% chance to roll the best deck in the format, and I'm really happy we got to show this off. It's so weird, like, people think that base Rocket is such a, like, fun format, but when you have things like this and you have Rocket Sneak Attack, it's just like, I'd rather play some more skill-oriented formats that don't require place Floodgate on field, activate. It's basically Dark Vileplume is the Imperial Order of Pokemon, but instead of just denying spell cards, it denies all of the things that you need to be able to make your deck function. So.
Yeah, something I was alluding to during one of the games was that there have been many, more than 5, I think, more Vileplumes throughout the history that basically have the same power, except it only blocks item cards, so you can still play your supporters, and you can still play your stadiums. And back then, in this era, we only have trainer cards. They all fall under the same exact umbrella. Everything's a trainer card. So Dark Vileplume was so unchecked and so oppressive because, like, if I could still use, like, my Bills and my Oaks and some other cards, then it wouldn't have been so bad.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's going to do it for this week of the History of Pokemon trading card game. Join us next week. We're going to be doing another match here in the base Rocket format, showing off, of course, Rocket Sneak Attack and some other decks, hopefully. If you liked what you saw, make sure to like this video, comment down below what your favorite card was out of either of the decks, and subscribe to Beastcoast Pokemon, as well as our individual channels, Chaotic Meatball and Celios Network, and we'll see you all next week.